let me introduce Simon and Hilton from Regina Ali with two quotes that they're sharing: live, laugh and love, and life's a journey, not a destination. Please welcome Simon and Hilton.
Yes, I think we're going to try to keep to the time as far as possible.
Yeah, it's quite a hard act to follow that video.
Yes, I stand here as the principal of Regina Coele with a grateful heart for the experience of the Circle 2016, the network, and also with Simon. The one photograph, I don't know if that's the one that's up there. Who's got the remote? Just want you want to do you want to do the remote quickly?
Yeah.
That's in the Regina Coele staff room. It is the hub of a leverage point within the school that is in a very learner-unfriendly environment. Not one blade of grass on the property, tarmac, violation of human rights violation to a point because not enough space for children. The environment is placed in a location on Klipfontein Road in Athlone. Every car, every bus here that comes past you in the office, every fumes that come from the bus comes into my office, I breathe those fumes in. Right next to me I have a car audio place. Loud subwoofers going off because it's that man's business, and it's really a learner-unfriendly environment. What you see in the staff room there is us sitting on a couch, which was not there before, because the couch was never there. It was always hot seats with old classroom tables, desks that we've used in the staff room. And more than that, Simon and myself got a smile on our face. And I think that smile that is on the face there is not just a smile of happiness, it's a smile of an indication to show that we love what we do. Irrespective of the challenges we face, we love what we do. That is why we get up in the morning, why I get up in the morning and get myself to the school, because I love what I do. Okay, something to move on quickly. And so why did I decide to become part of the program? It was one, I think for myself, for professional and personal growth. I think for everybody that wants to find themselves in a leadership position, I think that's a big motivator for the personal growth. And then to a point, my staff room size may just indicate 1, 2, 3 blinds, cut it off there, cut down here, and that is the size of the staff room itself. It's a cabin fever situation when you put in a few people inside there, and then you have that kind of, and especially in informal setting, interval comes. The teacher will come into the children is this and the children is that, and Mr. Ali is this and Mr. Ali is that, and is the negativity that comes with it. And so we've recognized the negativity in the staff room, and we say that's an area, yes, it's a challenge, but yet an opportunity for us to interact upon as partners, and also realizing the negativity comes in twofold. One, every member of staff brings a personal negativity into your workplace. And number two, your situational negativity impacts you as well. And that creates potentially a downward spiral. And that is what we try to counter in terms of our partnership, in essence.
Okay. So why did I become part of the program? It really was the fact that I left the country for 15 years to avoid the army, to be honest. That was the original reason. I ended up being out of the country for 15 years. I managed to get a master's degree in occupational psychology. While I was there, I was very fortunate. I had a very good education. I realized I had a very good basis from South Africa. It was an apartheid-based education. It was a whites-only, all-boys school that I went to. I think it was 110 Rand a term for both my brother and myself to attend Wynberg Boys High back in the 1980s. So I really wanted to use my skills effectively and be part of the community when I came back to South Africa. It took me a few years to get to know about partnership possibility. I was also at that workshop in 2008 with the Zanders. And yeah, I also need to build confidence around my own abilities to facilitate groups, because groups have always been something I've been terrified of. So it's quite a big thing that I'm actually standing in front of a group and speaking. So I've overcome that. And synchronicity had it that our partnership was quite highly productive, mainly because Hilton's aim is to build his staff's capability and very much around people development. And so he was able to use my expertise in terms of occupational psychology to help the educators, as they're now called, rather than teachers, educators, and it became quite effective in meeting some of the things like the staff room. The staff room environment, not only in terms of physical environment, as you saw, he went out with some of the female teachers and bought these lovely soft chairs and sofas. Before they were just literally hard chairs and tables where people could do marking or whatever. But it also softened in terms of people no longer talk and gossip in the staff room, backstab, all that sort of thing, which was happening. So one of the key workshops that I ran was using the time to think methodology, was trying to get people to think about how they interacted in the staff room and how they were, whether they were actually taking into account other people in the staff room in terms of both introverts, extroverts. In particular, there was a big divide in the staff community around that. So the extroverts very much had the upper hand in terms of these staff rooms. So that has changed, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've worked well. I ran another workshop, believe it or not, on time management, even though my time management is not fantastic. I was on time tonight. And I managed to stay awake as well. You ran, be pleased to know. So yeah, so thanks very much to the community, and over to Hilton again.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the whole drive for me was around staff meetings. I do not have 95% of my staff meetings don't run around an agenda. It goes around developmental nature in terms of workshop kind of approach to it, because I believe in not just developing the teacher, but in developing the person. And to me was very important. We have used the time to think environment as partners. When we get together in the office, when we meet, we've used the time to think equal time, equal opportunity in sharing, non-judgmental. And we've done that exactly with the staff. So when we interacted with the staff, every staff member had equal time, equal opportunity to make a contribution to whatever was to be discussed. It also allowed me to develop a more servitude style of leadership. Okay, being part of a group and not necessarily being in front of the group. I'm part of the group. I think that to me was very important. That impacted upon my leadership style. And asked me, like I said, being part of the team, and all voices in the staff, from the staff has been heard. From whoever you are, you've been heard. And you walk away with a sense of value. I think that to me was the most important thing. And once you've left that particular workshop, you left with a deep sense of value that you have been heard. And that to me was terribly important. We've survived the whole school evaluation. For principals that know that, it's a national department coming in with a whole team and doing a whole array of inspection on the school. We've survived that. And the time to think and the environments and workshops that we've done, it somehow brought a higher level of bonding among staff members. So when I walk into the staff room, the level of negativity has subsided, and there's more positivity about when I listen to what teachers are talking about. It's no more, the child is this. It's more about, my child is going away for the weekend. and I'm feeling that I need to this and whatever. There's more sharing of themselves and their family and their lives with each other, and that brings a higher bond amongst the staff. And I think that to me was a very positive outcome of the workshops.
Yeah, so some of the beneficial programs, I did mention time to think, which I used with the teachers in the workshops that I ran. Flawless consulting was quite important in terms of sort of identifying resistance and sort of going back to our contract between Hilton and I in terms of what we wanted to achieve. So just reflecting back. And then getting a true understanding of staff members in relating to what their needs were. So I put in an evaluation form of the workshop, so we actually got feedback from the staff as to what they enjoyed about the workshops, what they would like to learn in future workshops. So that's been useful, and we're going to run another workshop. So should I talk to this, or do you want to talk to it? So yeah, as I said, the time to think very much impacted on getting the staff to quieten down and reflect and think about the way they were interacting with each other and with Mr. Ali, and also with the learners. For me, it's very much an organic process that evolves as we get feedback from the teachers as to what they would like to see in the workshops. I'm running a workshop on Monday, which is going to be around how people perceive things and what their perceptions are and how they make assumptions. And then also just looking at how people can be a leader themselves as well in their own lives and in the classroom. And we are committing to meet every 6 weeks for the rest of the year. So we are planning to take this forward. So it's not just ending tonight. It's actually a commitment that I have to take this forward with Hilton, as long as he's in the position at Regina, to actually make this work and to continue the staff development, which seems to be having an impact on the school. So I'd like to thank Joe very much for being my coach during the year and listening to my gripes. To Partners for Possibility, to Louise for setting up this fantastic program. Well done, and thanks very much. I'm very privileged to be part of this community, and I value it. And also to Inmarsat and to Gordon for sponsoring me, because I don't have the means to sponsor myself for this program, unfortunately. So thanks very much to all of you. And yeah, onwards and upwards.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.